In the annals of human history, few atrocities rival the inhumanity and scale of slavery. This dark tapestry, woven with the threads of suffering and injustice, stretches across continents and centuries. But while the physical chains of slavery may have been broken, the psychological shackles continue to weigh heavily on societies. The psychological effects of slavery are not just echoes of a grim past. They are vivid, present echoes that influence societal dynamics and individual identities to this day. To understand the depth of slavery's psychological impacts, one must first recognize the systemic dehumanization that it entailed. Enslaved individuals were not considered people but property. This perception infiltrated the very psyche of nations, embedding a legacy of racism and inequality that persists. The remnants of such dehumanization are seen in racial profiling, socioeconomic disparities, and the uneven application of justice that disproportionately affects descendants of the enslaved. Moreover, the trauma inflicted by slavery has been transmitted across generations. This phenomenon, known as intergenerational trauma, reverberates through the descendants of those who were enslaved. The narratives of violence, fear, and subjugation have been passed down, often resulting in a pervasive sense of loss and dislocation. This inherited trauma can manifest in various psychological issues, including depression, anxiety, and an overarching sense of powerlessness, a cruel inheritance from a cruel era. On the flip side, the psychological effects of slavery have also left an indelible mark on the societies that perpetuated it. The justifications for slavery necessitated a grotesque devaluation of human life based on race, which has sown seeds of division and prejudice that continue to sprout in contemporary society. This legacy of superiority and racism has perpetuated a cycle of guilt, denial, and often resistance to acknowledging the full extent of slavery's horrors. Yet, amidst the despair, there lies a powerful testament to the resilience of the human spirit. Enslaved individuals and their descendants have continually fought against the psychological chains of slavery, striving for dignity, equality, and recognition. Movements for civil rights and social justice, spearheaded by those who refuse to be defined by the legacy of their oppression, are vibrant examples of this resistance. Understanding the psychological effects of slavery is not an exercise in dwelling on the past, but a vital step towards healing and reconciliation. By confronting these uncomfortable truths, societies can begin to dismantle the remaining structures of oppression and move towards a future where the dignity and humanity of all individuals are recognized and respected. In conclusion, the psychological legacy of slavery is a complex tapestry of pain and resilience, oppression and resistance. Its effects permeate our societies, reminding us that the path towards healing and equality requires not only recognition of the past atrocities, but a concerted effort to address their lingering impacts. The story of slavery and its psychological aftermath is not just a chapter in a history book. It is a lived reality that demands our attention, empathy, and action.